Hey, it's Patrick from JMP. I'm down here in Texas. I just picked up this brand spanking new BMW F850 GS. And why that's significant is I've never spent any real amount of time on an adventure touring bike. So I have my chance. Folks at BMW were kind enough to lend us this bike. I'm gonna ride this bike from down here in Texas all the way over to Colorado. We're gonna hit about 300 miles of off-road through Colorado, and then I'll pick my way back up in South Dakota. Really stoked to see what happens here. Really been wanting to check out an adventure touring bike for a long time, and there's no better way to do it than to jump in the deep end of the pool. Just outside of Raton, New Mexico, which is roughly about 580 miles from where we started down in central Texas today. Really hasn't been much to see until we got to New Mexico. Texas is pretty uneventful. I did end up sacrificing a GoPro to the media gods, so that was kind of an exciting moment. Things are just starting to get scenic here in New Mexico. Want to try to make it to Lake City, Colorado tonight, which is about an 800-mile day. It's a big day, but it's actually pretty easy here with the BMW. It's turning out to be a really good highway bike, like a really good touring bike. I was thinking as I was riding along, it stacks up against a regular old touring bike, like a Street Glide or something like that. This bike is extremely capable. Electronics package is great so far. The electronic cruise control is awesome. The wind protection is better than you think, and we have a little bit larger windshield on there, the Madstad windshield. The Madstad windshield really does help with wind buffeting, but it's really hot in Texas. A little bit of wind, I don't mind, and it was actually, I probably could have even had the smaller stock windshield on there and had plenty of wind protection. The GV bags, tons of room in there. So like I said, as like just a regular old touring bike for highway touring, I could make a case. This is as good as anything. So far, hadn't really done much with it other than be on the interstate and highway, but so far so good. Day 2, we're in Alamosa, Colorado. Didn't quite make it to where we wanted to in Lake City last night because of the rain and it got dark. Didn't really want to be going through the mountains with all the wildlife in the dark and the rain. But we did get about 715 miles on our belt yesterday. Jumped us up here into Colorado and some really cool stuff. Today we're going to check out some of the backcountry discovery routes and do a little off-roading, see what the old 850 is all about. It's the road. In the middle of day 2 and much more eventful than yesterday. I'm up here just outside of Pitkin, Colorado, hitting some pretty easy, kind of wide open ATV, UTV trails. Really digging the bike, really digging being able to go from off-road or from on-road to off-road and back on again. See something I want to check out, I just kind of shoot down it. The one complaint I have is the tires that are on this are like at best a 90-10 tire. And they are kind of just all over the place and anything loose. So note to self, upgrade the tire, but just a beautiful day, scenery off the charts, roads off the charts, and so far the perfect weapon to enjoy all that stuff with. So I'm up here above Buena Vista somewhere. Got a chance to hit some decent trails with the 850 here, and it's getting better. I'm getting more used to it, but it's really capable. Even with those basically street tires on it, it's doing really well. I mean, the thing is just a blast. A little bit ago, I was on the highway, jumped off to a county road, jumped off to a trail, and here we are. So, yeah, I'm digging the benefits of an adventure touring bike. Day 3 started off in Buena Vista, Colorado, and I moved up to 24, jumping on and off road, and eventually finding my way up to Leadville, where I did even more off road. And man, if I wasn't sold on an adventure bike before, I am now. One of the funnest days of riding I've ever had. Hot-footed over here to Denver in time to catch the Mile High Showdown here just north of Colorado, put on by Sanger Cycles. Awesome trip so far. Couldn't have picked a better bike. Really been an eye-opening experience for me, getting some time on an adventure bike. Just a great all-around motorcycle. So 1,600 miles later, I'm back in South Dakota and got a really good baptism into the world of adventure touring. I tell you what, I'm all about it. I can definitely see myself spending some time on one of these in the future. As always, if you guys have any questions or comments, let us know. Go ride those motorcycles.